Hello viewers, welcome to our channel Clear Concept. This is the second part of Introduction to Excel. Today I will be discussing few basics but very important topics while using Excel. So let's see what we have today. Today we are going to discuss on few very basic topics like first is addition, second is subtraction, third is the division, fourth is the multiplication and the fifth is the average. Just for your information, on my previous part of the video I have discussed about understanding MS Excel, then basic tools, little bit of text formatting and editing. So let's move ahead and see what exactly we have to do when we are processing these small functions in the Excel. So as we have already discussed last time, these are called the rows, all these are called rows and so on, and A, B, C, D, all these are called as the vertical one are called as the columns. Now let's start. I have prepared this few of this data already in this column 1, column 2, column 3. I have random digits figures here like 100 to 900. Now here is in the left side I am going to show you the function which is I am going to process. Suppose I am going to do the addition here. In the addition, which is also called as the sum in function basically in Excel. So let's see what do we have. If you double click this is going to take its own shape and size, how much the cell need to fit into it. So here there are a lot of way of doing this. Couple of formulas are there where we can easily do it, but for the very basic if you want to understand, now I'm going to show you how normally we do. What do we do is, this is the equal sign. The moment you put the equal sign, this denoted as a formula. Any formula you are going to put in Excel, it has to be started with an equal sign, otherwise it will simply take it as a text format. That's it. So for the sum, what we do is we do 1 plus 2 plus 3. We are going to add these three cells, which is 100, 200 and 300. We have to start with an equal sign. Then the first way of doing this is, which is a very lengthy one, just to explain you, I am doing it, plus, then we select the second one, then plus, then we select the third one, then equal. Okay, that becomes 600. So this is just a typical way of doing. Normally in Excel nobody does it this way. Just for your understanding I am doing it. So if we drag this, let's see what's coming. Okay, if I am dragging 100, 200, 300, the sum is 600, we know because I have put a formula here in this box. But when the moment we drag it, let's come to the bottom right end of this Excel. You see average 200, count 3 because there are 3 cells, count 3, and then sum is 600. So in the Excel you can set it, of course you can put it as an, I mean there are a lot of way to set this 3 configures, but I mean on and off basis this is what exactly shows on most of the Excel, or this is a default setting. If you drag anything it will show you the average, it will show you the number of cells, or you can call it as a count plus the sum. So this is one way of doing it. So this is a lengthy process. This is not an ideal of process of doing addition. So normally how people does it, we'll see. Let's go with the formula. Delete it. The formula of doing a sum is, because if you have a long list of suppose 100, 200 cells, you cannot keep doing plus plus plus. So there is a formula. You just simply put equal sum, then you are going to get this, double click it, or otherwise you can type it by yourself. It's not case sensitive, so you can do that. You see the formula is reflecting here what it is asking for. It is asking for the cell numbers now. So what we are going to do this is, we are simply dragging this till this 3 cells, and then we are going to close it by a bracket. That's it. Now put enter. This is 600. Similarly, what I can do with this is, I can type the same formula here, or otherwise the shortcut process is, I just want to copy the formula in the remaining cells. How I am going to do this is, put your cursor here. See, this plus becomes very thin in this corner. right bottom corner basically. Now click and drag this. See, so this becomes, come to the bottom right corner. Your sum should be 1500, your average is 500, your count is 3. Now come here and see what is exactly. Yes, this is 1500. Double click this. The formula is same. Your sum plus I3 to I5. So I3. Okay, this is I3 till I5. This is I column. This is 5 row. So fifth row. So this is how our sum is done. Okay. In case you click somewhere else, you just do an escape. That's it. It's reset. Similarly, you see here the same is done here as well. Escape. Okay. So this is how an addition is done in an Excel. Or otherwise, there is again a long way of doing this. You can see this formula. You click here. Then there is the auto sum is here, or insert function you can do here. I mean, this is a long process again. Just to keep it short, we'll go here. Take this sum, click there. Okay. Now see what is coming. You have got the formula. Now drag it here. Enter. So you see you drag this 2400. This is 2400. See. Now we are done with the addition. Now let's go with the subtraction. So subtraction is same. We have to put a minus. Okay. Subtraction. How do we do this is we are going to delete all the cells and then start again. Subtraction is very easy. You again start, because it's a formula, you start with an equal. Then what do I want to deduct from what? So my origin is suppose 300. From 300 I want to deduct 200. So from this cell I have clicked it. Now put a minus sign easily and then just click into 200. Press enter. 100. Okay. Similarly, if you want to do a subtraction to the 100 as well, I mean just put a minus sign and then click this cell. That's 0, because 300 minus 300 is 0. Similarly, if I have to drag this is the formula. You bring your cursor here, simply click and drag it. See, 600 minus 900, then 900 minus 1500. So this is exactly what it shows. So this is how a subtraction is done. Now that's very easy to do. I mean, if you have a long list of lot of cells to deduct, what you can do is, suppose this is my H5, then you do a bracket here. Okay, just for an example, let me show you. I have this, suppose I am going to deduct this 900 from all these cells. Here, just to make it a formula, we'll start with the equal sign, and then I want to deduct 900, so I will click here, minus, then what? Then we have to add all the 3 cells, which is from H3 to H5. So this is a sum from here to here, and then I close it. See, that's a 300. That means 900 minus 300, 400, 500, 600. So 900 minus 600 becomes 300. So this is how we can do. I mean, the same we can do here as well. I mean, doesn't make sense because it's going to be minus again. So now, do we really have to fix this cell, or we can get this result anywhere? Yes, we can get this result anywhere. You can do this subtraction here as well. You do the same formula. It doesn't matter where you are applying the formula. You just need to apply the formula. Your target cell has to be correct. So similarly, this is the one I want to do a subtraction. You just put a sum here, because I have to do a addition. No, all these 3 cells has to be added. So I'm doing addition of what? Addition of three cells. Do this, put an enter, the result is going to be same. So there is no restriction in Excel. Anywhere you can put the formula and can get the result, accurate result. The only thing is your involved cell or the target cell has to be correct. Okay, so once we are done with the subtraction, let's start with the multiplication. Multiplication is also very simple here. Okay, how we multiply? Again the same way, we start a formula with an equal sign. We have started. Now any of the cell you want to multiply, you just have to put a asterisk, this one, and this is the multiplication sign, and 100 into suppose 300, put an enter, this is the result. Similarly, if I have to put here, I will start with the equal sign. I want 400, okay, into 600, enter. Okay, so this is the multiplication. It's a very simple way of doing things. So we normally, when we want to do a multiplication, we always use this. So multiplication, you cannot drag multiplication, because if you start dragging multiplication, the answer will be exponential. So normally we get a value a, and then we multiply that value a with value b. So this is how multiplication is done. Now how to do division? So this is the division. Suppose this is my area where I'm going to apply a formula, equal sign, then we start a formula with the equal sign, and then we divide. What we need to divide is, suppose I want to divide 900, I click this cell, 900 divided by, so division cell is this, then we use this front slash, and then we divide it by suppose 300. What is the result? 3. Exactly, fine. Now suppose we want to do a similar thing, division of what? Of 800 divided by front slash divided by 200. What's the result? 4. So that's correct. Okay, so this is how a division is done. It's a simple way of doing. Now we'll move to average. How we make an average? What is the formula of an average? So here also we can apply one formula, average. I can show you both the ways, manually how we do. So what is the manual way? Suppose we start a formula, always we start a formula with the equal sign. Now average is done with the sum of n digits divided by n. So what is the n here? We have n is the 3. So sum of 3 digits, okay, divided by, which is front slash, divided by the count, that is the n. What is the count? 3. There are 3 cells, 3 values, so divided by 3 equal is 200. Okay, this is the manual. Normally we do when we write a formula in a copy or anywhere, we make out this formula in a calculator. This is how we do. Now in Excel, how this is done, we have in formula AVERAG. See, you can click here, double click it, you will get this average. So what we need to, we need an average of these 3 cells, so we are going to drag it, this, close the bracket, put a hit and enter, same result you were getting. Now again you can re-verify it. How you are going to do this is simply drag, select and drag this, okay, select these 3 cells, come bottom right of this Excel, what you are getting? Average 200, count 3. So are you getting 200 here? Yes, you are getting 200. Now let's do the same thing here as well. This time I'm not going to click average, I'm going to type average, because it's not a case sensitive, so nothing gonna happen, the result is going to be same. Average, what I want from here to here, okay, close bracket, enter, 800. Am I right? Let's see. Select all these 3 cells, 800 is the average, exactly right, count 3. Okay, just to keep couple of things clear, now I was applying all the formula only for this 3 cells, I mean 3 into 3, 9 cells for the column 1, 2 and 3. Now suppose if you want to add couple of cell but there are blanks in between, what's gonna happen? What is the result going to be? Can we apply in formula? Yes, definitely you can apply in formula, and the result will be perfectly fine because all the cells which are 0, they do not include it in the count. Let's see how it works. Suppose this is the sum. Now how it's going to be there, suppose sum. Okay, I have applied the formula. Now I am going to drag it till here and bracket, enter. So 1600 I have got it. Is it really 1600? When I drag it from here to here, let's cross verify once. Now I go into the bottom of the right, 1600 sum is exactly what I have got here. So that means whatever the blank cells here, the formula do not count any blank cell. It will count only as a 0. Similarly, if I have to apply in formula here, sum, drag it, or maybe I will drag it from here. I close the bracket and 1800, is it right? So let's drag and check 1800 in the bottom right corner. Yes. So this formula works for all the cells. I mean in a column where the couple of blanks are also there, you can definitely apply. Is it going to give me a right number for an average? Let's try that one. Okay, average formula is average. Double click here, you get it. Let's drag. I want it till here, close the bracket, hit enter. 266.666 and so on. Is it right? Drag it here, come to the bottom right corner. Yes, it is exactly the same. You can drag it. I have got 360, is it right? Drag it here. Yes, average is 360. That's perfectly fine. So you might wonder, so many digits are coming after the decimal, how do we edit it? You can keep it restricted to 0 to 2 digits to 3 digits, whatever you want. You just need to do a right click here, go to format cells, go there in the numbers because it's a number, not an alphabet. This is the decimal places, how much you want. If you keep it 0, it's going to round off the number. Hit enter. Yes, see, 267. Now if I need at least 2 digits after the decimal, what I have to do is just to click twice, hit enter. See, 266.67. Similarly, if I have to do only, I need a 1 digit after the decimal, put it 1, hit enter. This was exactly. Okay, let's see what happens if I drag it. I'm going to drag this. Okay, so if there is no digits after the decimal, it's going to show as a 0. If I put it 2, it's go 2 digit after the decimal, it's going to be double zeros. See, okay. So this is how, even if there is a blank cell, it's going to perfectly work for any of the formulas. So friends, I hope this video was helpful for you. At least a couple of formulas we have learned today. In coming videos, we will try to understand what are the other formulas or what are the other criteria of working with an Excel. What are all other advantages working in an Excel? What are the complex formulas? How on a day-to-day life we can use couple of formulas to make our life easy. Okay, thank you so much. If you really like the video, please do subscribe, give us a like, share, and also share your views in a comment box so that we can improve our videos in coming days. Thank you so much. Have a good day.